Seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
6 guards, check 6 guards. Sponge, no.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Lady! I got it! Monday!
To throw on second down is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones, the 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Jackson. Good throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
First down, Chicago.
Let's go now. Get team on it. Hey, let's go. Coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Stay 50, stay 50. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Double dog. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Hey, 22. Hey, 22. Go.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he will find his man on the outside. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 50. Hey, 5-0. Hey, zoom. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming.
From the 50, it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lady. Eat. Here we go. 53. Ready. Hey, seam 6. Come on.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Monday. Mike 55. I got him. Hey, Charlie. Go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got him. Easy alert.
On 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Watch the slap. Watch the 53. Ready. Under 10.
Here we go with Johnson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, it helps loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Hey, echo.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Open man is Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 50.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
It's our time. 51 to Mike. 51 to
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
We got 4.
Here's Baldwin. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come out here in the eye. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal.
Watch the safety. Rerun.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check 31. Check 31.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Check. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight end right, tight end right. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Stay 50.
They stay on the ground on first from Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a third.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mike Fofo. Ricky. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Switch up. 44.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Stafford now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, wahoo! Spike 51, Mike 51. You can't block.
Here's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
40 got.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Hunt. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
To throw again. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. 55.
Throwing again. Stafford. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Go. You ready? Mike, 55. Right there.
Again, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Push him back. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And under the Lions Lions pressure. He's brought down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it. He loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's second down.
Like 7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw again. Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Set. 250. Hey, give me radar.
First and 10, 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To throw is Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
For that. Go 20.
Get him.
32.
On first and 10, Stafford. This one over the middle, complete to Fulgham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going right side here, and that's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 2-yard touchdown grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hurry.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready. Come on, 44th Mike. Check.
No game on this defense. No game.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 6.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Here's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.